Hey everyone, before we get started with today's video, if you're interested in getting high-paying job offers sent to you for free, you can enter your email below for Fetti. Fetti will help you land the job of your dreams. Basically, all you have to do is answer a couple of questions, enter your email, and Fetti will actually send you a list of high-paying jobs. It's super easy. You can even do this remotely and from anywhere in the country. You can literally apply to multiple jobs in a single click. So use our link below for Fetti, and now let's jump into the video.
So, well, in all the time you spent driving, like, did anyone try to do that, or did anyone ever try to scam you? Did you ever get scammed?
I'm really lucky. Yeah, I had one really bad, two actually. Oh, okay, both these are really interesting stories. Yeah, the first one, I actually made a YouTube video about it because the customer, they end up having to pay for the ride anyhow. But I was on Sunset Drive or Sunset Strip, and all the nightclubs were getting out at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And the name, I still remember the name on my screen was Audra. And so I was brand new. It was like my first week, like my third or fourth day. It was my first Friday night ever. And I rolled down the window and I'm asking like, hey, are you Audra? And this old lady with like bleached punk rock hair and like leather and chains and her old lady friends. And I'm not kidding, but like an 18-year-old boy toy that was dressed in leather, and he had like a collar, like a dog collar. And he was like their dog, like on a leash. They were waiting right outside the car, and this lady's like, yeah, I'm Audra, get in everybody. And she had like smoker's voice, really bad. And I'm like, okay. So then all four of them get in, and it's weird, right? Like they're in whips and leather and chains and stuff. And she's like, go to 7-Eleven, we're going to get cigarettes and beer. And so I drive into 7-Eleven, and while I'm in the parking lot, I get a call from the real customer, right? So that the person that got in was the imposter.
Oh.
And the real customer's like, hi, I'm Audra. How come I'm not in your car, but you're charging me money? And she's really angry. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I got scammed. And this is really weird because it's my third night on the job, and her friends are giggling in the back seat, and she's in the store with her boy toy on like a leather leash, and they're buying alcohol. And I'm like, like, what do I do? And I'm like angry and embarrassed and confused all at the same time. And so I played it really cool. And like, this is my advice, like, always keep your cool. Like whoever keeps their cool the longest is going to win. Like, even if you're getting abused or you're getting harassed, just keep your cool, because you'll probably come out ahead, especially if you've got like video or audio proof. So anyways, they come back to the car, and I didn't have a dash cam. And I was like, hey, what's your real name? Oh, my name's Melissa. We'll just pay you cash. Like, we're sorry, we were just screwing with you. And I'm like, well, no, I'm really not supposed to do it with cash for insurance reasons. Can you just get out your Uber app? And she goes, well, I'm drunk. Take my phone. Here, you do it. So she gives me her phone, Izzy. And I look at it, and I'd never actually requested a ride either as a customer, but I look at it and it's like, do you agree to pay like 3.5 times the fare? It's like, it's busy right now. Like the whole screen is red, right? I'm like, yes, I agree. Here's your phone back. I'll take you home now, nice and slow, like. And so I call it like instant karma, right? Like karma, because that ended up being a 20-minute ride and a $60 fare, or like over $60. And I gave her 1 star after I dropped her off.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
So that was a good one. And if I can tell you one more, this was a weird one. I'd never seen anything like this, but it was like a passenger switch, like a switcheroo. So it's like I was on one side of the street, and one other driver I didn't know was on the other side of the street. We're both waiting for a fare, but these two guys that were like friends with each other, and they're both taking their girls home. They each requested a ride, and they each went to the wrong car. So like, let's just say we're like Nick and Sam. So like Nick gets into Sam's car, and then Sam gets into Nick's car. And I remember this guy like saying, all right, see you later, Nick. And he called his friend by his real name, but he gets into my car, and the name on my screen is a customer named Nick. So I'm like, why is that guy saying goodbye to Nick? And he's also getting like, are they both named Nick or what? So then he's like, hey, we're not going to the place on the thing. We're going to go to a different place. So just follow where I tell you. So I'm like, okay. And he's like, and then while we're getting to his house, he's like, how come the map was wrong? Like, dude, I don't think I was your correct customer. I think this should be a free ride, blah, blah, blah. And then I put it all together and I'm like, dude, you're not even my real customer. And you knew you weren't my real customer. And I demanded to see this guy's ID. I'm like, dude, I want to see your photo ID, which he didn't have to do. So he gave me his ID, I took a picture of it. He tried to dispute the fare. And then I figured out it's like this really weird double cross. Like I'd never seen anything like it. But that's a weird way to try to scam like a free ride.
So they did it on purpose.
Oh, I think totally they did. Well,
Oh.
I mean, maybe there's a slight chance they both got into the wrong car, but I think I don't know, maybe they were drunk if I give them the benefit of the doubt. But my impression was that they were doing it on purpose to like scam a free ride.
That's so weird. Yeah, people do like, I guess they call it the say my name scam. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Yeah, so it's like that's why like as the driver, you should always have the passengers say their name when they get in.
So yeah, like if my customer's name was Michael, I would make it a guessing game. Like my customer's name starts with M, and then they're like, "Well, it's Mickey." I'm like, "No, I'm not looking for a Mickey," you know. But even that might be giving them too much of a hint. But that's how I used to do it.